All right, today we have a very special episode of the Courage Chronicles. We are sitting down with Shane Wenzel from Shane Homes. And today we're going to be talking about building a family business for the next generation. Let's get into it. Hi there, my name is Connor Curran. I'm one of the co-owners of Local Laundry. We are Canada's most caring clothing company. Today, I'm here to talk to you about the Courage Chronicles, a show where I'm gonna be interviewing other people from Calgary and learn about their expertise and how they build community. So come follow me as we learn about their area of expertise and how they build community. All right, today on another episode of the Courage Chronicles, we have a titan of Calgary, Mr. Shane Wenzel from Shane Homes. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Connor, thank you for having me.
Really excited to be here. Shane Homes is an institute in Calgary. Tell us a little bit about your story, your journey, and where you're at today.
Okay, well, I guess quickly, the company started in 1979 when my father and his business partner at the time, Barry Balsley, talked themselves out of a job in the mobile home industry. At the time, it was a dying industry, and they ended up shutting down the plant over at Neonex Shelter, which a lot of Calgarians might recognize as the Crossroads Furniture Market now.
Oh.
But they took their severances and they started Shane Homes.
Oh,
and in 2000, Barry retired from the business because he wanted to take time and enjoy the rest of his life, and he's certainly still doing that. But I came into the company when I was 14 years old on a kind of a part-time basis. Literally, my father said to me when I hit summer break that you are not allowed to sit on your ass all summer.
Yeah.
We need help out in the field. We're a growing company and we need general labor. And that's what my job was.
What were you doing?
I started off cleaning out basements, stripping stain off railings, laying patio blocks. I was doing all the odd jobs on the job site then. It paid good, but it made for a pretty boring summer when you're working all the time.
Hey, you were outside, getting tan on. And
Yeah, well, that's great until you hit professional development days and you find out you're working then in the dead of winter. So
yeah, that's hilarious. And where did the name come from? Where did your dad get the name?
Well, a lot of people think it came somewhere else, but believe it or not, it came from me.
Yeah.
My father wanted to create a legacy, and he started it that way with the hopes, really, that I would take over the company at some point in time.
So that was the plan all along?
Well, I think that was the plan in his mind, but it wasn't necessarily the plan in my mind.
Yeah.
So I was still quite young, still trying to find my way, and I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Wait, like at what age did you do anything else? So you're 14, working 14,
Sure, I worked for Flyer Force. I had fun there. I took some university courses, and I even ended up working for my mother in market research for about a half a year and learning a little bit more about that side of the business.
Yeah.
And that was interesting. That's back in the old days of you flip open the white pages and you highlight every 1500th name in the phone book. You put that on a contact sheet and you give it to the phone room in the evening, and they're phoning around to these people for various projects you might have with the provincial, federal, or municipal government.
That's wild.
Yeah, so different experience for sure.
Shane, at what age did you really start to get serious about the business and really start to see a future for yourself there?
Well, you know what? I jumped into the business in 1990 as a marketing assistant under my father. So I went directly from market research to becoming a marketing assistant within the company, and kind of learning the ropes there. And that was a different world. We're working on pretty tight deadlines, and you're flexing more of that creativity that's required to help a company grow. So that's where I started in the business. And I worked my way up from marketing assistant to marketing manager to director of marketing and then VP of sales and marketing. So yeah, it's been an adventure. It's been an adventure.
And then what age did your dad kind of step down and you really kind of took over the reins?
That happened about 13, 14 years ago. He finally decided that I'm tired of being president. We need a fresh look on the business, and he felt I was ready. But of course, we had gone through some succession planning and some additional training in between. But he had the confidence in me to pick up the reins and start moving the company in a different direction.
Very good. And how's it been the last 13, 14 years with you?
It's been a bigger challenge because my role as president was far different than what my father's ever was.
Yeah.
He created this startup and he grew it because, again, it was only his business partner, Barry Balsley, and himself. So there's your president, there's your VP. You know, we're working with about 30 some odd people in the company to today, where we have over 140 people employed. And, I have an executive team and I have a management team of about 18 people. So it's definitely a different role now being, president and CEO of the company.
Yeah. And what's your vision now? Like, where do you want to take?
We'll continue to grow. We'll continue to evolve. So not only is it just Shane Homes now, it's really the Shane Homes group of companies. There's single family, there's multifamily, there's land development, there's outside investments that we make within the group. And now the latest venture is we're heading down to Dallas. We're opening up a division down there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's exciting. Why Dallas?
Because Edmonton's too cold. To be honest, we had always wanted to expand down to the United States, and we have a great partnership with the Qualico group of companies here in Calgary, in Canada, and they have a division down in Dallas, and they offered to sit down with us and have a conversation. So in a way, we're working in partnership with them down there by buying lots from them at first, and we'll likely invest in some subdivisions down there with them along the way.
Wow.
So it'll be a really interesting venture moving down to Dallas with a different division and really a different culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild. And any plans to pass on the business on to the third generation, or?
Well, the opportunity is there for Sebastian if he wants to take it, but there's certainly no pressure to.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big ask for someone at his age, and granted, it would take some time, but if he's honestly interested in becoming an operator of one of the divisions or the whole company, certainly welcome that opportunity. But if he doesn't, there's other opportunities. I can always find operators, and he can occupy a space on the advisory board or the family board, as we call it, to manage things from there.
Yeah. How did you kind of go, like, in your own journey with your dad? How did you kind of go from working like I kind of want to be in it, and then to being really all in? Like, where did that come from? Like, what kind of flipped the switch?
What kind of flipped the switch? Because I think I took the first couple of years as marketing assistant to really kind of hum and haw and decide, is this something that I really, really want to do? Is it something that really interests me, being involved in this business? And what you realize over that time is it's such a diverse business. It's not just selling and building houses.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a back end to constructing these things, from estimating, purchasing, accounting, finance, service, and of course, the sales and marketing aspect is a big part of it. And it became very intriguing, and as we talked about earlier, there's different challenges every day.
Yeah.
It's always something new, and I think that's what helps. It keeps everything very interesting.
Yeah. To me, it's like a game,
Sure.
and it's like there's no end to the game. It's just the goal of the game is to stay in the game, and keep playing. But it's interesting because my dad, my parents, they own an Irish pub here in town. They own a restaurant, and same thing. From the age of I was 15, 16, I was always working in, but I kind of took the opposite, where I was like, I don't want to take this over. Like, I got no interest,
Sure.
But I was really interested in entrepreneurship and saw what they did. And so that's what really kind of spurred me to do my own thing, so.
Perfect.
I
And
think,
look where you are today.
yeah, still trying to figure it out.
What? That's part of the journey. That's part of the fun.
It is part of and I wouldn't have it any other way, because I worked at other places, engineering companies, oil and gas, and my worst days here running my own business are 10 times better than my best days when I was, working for someone else.
Great example to live by.
Is there other family members involved in the business? You mentioned a family advisor.
Well, yeah, but at one point in time, we actually had about 8 members of the family involved in the company.
Wow.
Now, it's a little less now because, quite honestly, a few of them have moved on to do their own thing.
Right.
Like my sister, Heather, realized that she wanted to run her own business.
Yeah.
And she was a great interior designer, but she needed to have something for herself. Mm-hmm. So she moved on there. You know, my Aunt Karen moved on to other things because, you know, she just wanted a less hectic work environment. You know, and as we were growing, you can imagine how that challenged some people. But still, my father's still involved at the ripe old age of 80. You know, he might not come in as much as he used to, but that's sage advice.
Yeah?
That we don't want to lose.
Yeah? He still comes in every now and then.
He still comes in at least 3 or 4 days a week.
3-4 days a week?
Yeah. Now, he's not there for long. He's there for an hour or two.
Yeah.
But, you know, he'll walk around as he always has and drop off notes. You know, looking for this, what about this, how come this? And, you know, that's just, he's passionate about it.
Yeah.
That's why he likes to stay involved.
Yeah.
You know, my brother-in-law Dave is the COO of the company. And, you know, I mean, he's very much involved in the day-to-day. I mean, he loves the operation side of things, so he stays in contact with that, and he'll oversee, you know, how we open up in Dallas.
Wow.
And my sister Charlene, who is, I'm going to say, basically semi-retired at this point. You know, she oversees a lot of issues in the business. You know, she kind of fancies herself a bit of a fixer. You know, so
every family needs a fixer.
She'll get involved in areas and just ask a lot of questions and try and help resolve it with solutions. So, but you know, it's getting to that point now where we're having to look at succession because you know, some of us are beginning to age out. Believe it or not, you know, after we're in our 45th year. That's what happens. You're now planning for the next generation to take over.
Yeah, absolutely. Shane, if people want to contact or get in touch with Shane Homes, where's the best place where they can find more information?
Well, they can go on our website at shanehomes.com. On any social media platform, you can usually find us at Shane Homes.
Well, a great example of a great family-run business, an institution here in Calgary. And I'm looking forward to the next episode where we're going to talk about Calgary as a whole and how it's shaped you. But more importantly, I'm interested how Shane Homes has shaped Calgary. So join us for the next episode. Can't wait to get into it. Thanks so much for watching the Courage Chronicles. If you want to find out more information, click that big old link down below or check out YYC Calgary Business. Or you can even check out our clothing company, locallaundry.ca. Thanks so much. Hope you have a great day. Bye for now.